Hello everyone, and welcome back to Salt and Sanctuary. It has been a little bit of time. I mean, I do all kinds of stuff, but I decided to jump back in this game and see what I'm doing wrong. I was having a hard time with it, so since I last was on the channel, I did some upgrading. I got a couple new weapons, I got, a few more levels under my belt, and I've had a bit more practice with it just to see what it is about this game that was, I guess, aggravating me so much the last time that I was playing. And I think it comes down to the core way, the design theory around this game. So here it is in a nutshell. I mean, I've complained about this a little while. In this game, there's a very Metroidvania progression system, which is wonderful. I love those kinds of games. Don't get me wrong. But progression and the new real bosses, because I'm not going to say the mages are bosses, they're really kind of not. They all react exactly the same, and a lot of them are, unfortunately, a little bit frustrating to fight. And it's not even that the fight against them is bad, necessarily, although there are some cases that are really messed up. It's just the way that you fight them. So we'll go into one of these as an example. Now you need to have named mages killed to proceed. If you're just playing to gain levels or what have you, you can grind these out. And it's kind of necessary to do it so you're strong enough to fight against the next thing. Because this has less skill involved. It's more just kind of rush enemies down with as much damage as possible until they die. And I hear you saying, no, you just need to be able to dodge more. No, you just need better armor so you can take more hits against them. Hey, why don't you go collect a bunch of fire mage armor so you can fight the fire mages and have their attacks reduce. No, why don't you just fight the ice mages, yada 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 yada. Tried it. I have spent now, since the last time I played this, in an effort to make the game viable for me, or just to really give it a chance. I've spent almost 200 hours playing now. Significantly more than I had before. And it really hasn't changed that much of my experience with it, honestly. Ow! It's still the same gripes, it's still the same problems that I was having before, only now I just have more abilities to fight many of these things, just because I have the damage required to kill them. Nope, don't you kill me, sorry. I'm talking and not playing as much as I could be. So I'm sure you're like, why'd you take your armor off? Well, it's the only way you can actually do viable dodges. They're quick. If you don't have a really low weight scale, you don't get to dodge well. So here's the problem. We're witnessing it right now. Every single mage we fight runs away for significantly too long, leading into that whole grind situation where you're chasing after them for days. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely unnecessary. Okay, we got ice. We got you. Ow. Of course, the damage on some of these things is a little ridiculous. No matter what level you get to as well, the enemies are always going to beat you up if you get hit. I've had incredibly leveled up armors in this game and gone into advanced areas. I'm level, I think, 59 on this save, on the main one we've been using for the channel. And at 3 levels higher than that, you go to the next zone, the one we haven't been to yet, Corvus Mire. And in that one, the enemies there can still 1 and 2 shot you. And this is with me doing some significant grinding, so it doesn't feel like there's that much progression. I'm just able to find ways to pump out a little more damage at a time. Hello, ice guy. Eat fire. Haha. Also, every single weapon, you have to use their running attack. That's something I didn't know when I first started. But the running attacks are just the way to get in real close and do the damage you need to be able to win. Also, this is an ice enemy, and I'm gonna hit him with an ice bolt, and he takes ice damage over time. What? How? Okay. Hello. Say we can go like this and hit you with a couple of ice bolts, and that does like some pretty significant damage to you. You're still taking it right there. The little blue dots over your head. It's hard to see, but it's there. I mean, fire does more damage. But the fact that I have to chase, and it artificially extends what this fight is. I can do enough damage to kill him, like multiple times over right now. And he won't die. He just runs until he gets to the place he's gonna fight me from. And it's like, why? Why the chase? Why the run around? It's just unnaturally extending the fight, and it's wasting my time, and that's disrespectful, game designers, just so you know. If we're hunting after them, maybe a maximum of 3 times should they try to escape you before they involve the actual fight, until you can engage them and actually kill them. Because now I'm actually like having to use my rest points in order to get my supplies back that I can fight with them. And there goes another part of the problem. Supplies. So you may know, we've gotten some upgrades on our flasks. We've gotten some upgrades on our ammunition and things like that. Did you know that every time you do this, every piece that you're missing comes out of your inventory supplies? So here in our inventory, we happen to have, let's see, there's this stuff, the Valley Herbs. This is how you replenish your Hearth and Flasks. When you're at 0, there is a base amount that going to camp will return to you in flasks. So if you've upgraded it so you have 9 uses, 10 uses, and you don't have any of this, you only have the base. You don't get those 9 or 10 uses you've spent such a long time working on. Same thing for ammunition, right here. Same thing for all of the other stuff. You use potions, antidotes, blah, blah, blah. Anything else that you've got, all does the same thing. Don't do that in a game. That's nonsense. Oh, look, the enemy has finally taken me seriously, and now the music has begun playing. But he's still not ready to be fought, and ouch, I just got obliterated. I am not wearing armor right now, so I guess I can't hold that one too much against the game. But I'm not gonna state this isn't a good game. It's not terrible. It's not great. And where it shines pretty well. Like, there are a few boss fights, and none of them are mages, that are actually a lot of fun. And that actually require strategy and things like that. The mage part of this feels like a tacked-on attempt to give you a reason to grind that you didn't quite have in Salt and Sanctuary. Of course, it also is the only way you get new weapons and armor in this game. There's only a couple of small cases where you can grind out items off of enemies, and none of them are the high-ranking equipment so far. At least the community hasn't found any that I'm aware of. So what does that tell you? The worst part of the game is the one you have to spend the most time with. Like, forever. And that is just unacceptable. That is not cool. Stop it. Instead of going up there right away, we'll just in case we die due to some cheese, we'll come down here, we'll get ourselves our rest point. At this point, I could probably make a map, or this is how you go from point A to point B to get your story bits done, and play the game. But if you're watching this, my recommendation is maybe don't until they fix these problems. I'm not saying don't support an indie dev. I really do think that they should be given a good chance, and the stuff that they made before definitely shows that there's something there that they're capable of, for sure. I mean, Salt and Sanctuary was really good for what it was. 2D Souls-like, well thought out, interesting enemies, a unique environment. Quit trying to kill my head. Ow, that hurt, and now we're stuck, and now we're, like, dying. Nope. You have to struggle against all of your damage over time. You can't really get in close and fight these guys either, by the way. The amount of damage over time that they can cause if they hit you with a single attack or two. Whew. And yes, some ice defenses can assist with that, but they're not nearly good enough. You still end up having your health drain away like super fast. Take that, take that, take that. Oh, timing was wrong. I'm about to die. Don't let me die! Ugh. Don't let me die! Don't let me die! Stop icing my head! Knock it off! By the way, alchemy's pretty dang good in this game. Like, those fire bombs are actually really strong. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yep, there it is. The end of the world for me. Okay, we'll try again. So my character is almost primarily arcane based. Very heavy on the arcane. If you look at my stats, you can see that I'm 37 in it. My spells should be significantly strong. Are they? Not really. I've got the blue amulet on to protect me from ice. Maybe we just put on some like which one of you has the best cold? 66. You do. So we grab a few of you. 68. There we go. We'll grab you for 74. There we go. Now we got some strong armor for dealing with cold, right? Let's go. We'll even use a Gilded Shard. Why not? We'll do that. And then we'll go back and we'll try fighting again. We'll see if we do better. My bet is not a hell of a lot, but as soon as we get lucky, we'll be good. Oh, hi! You're right on top of me in the corner. Great. Thanks for that. Now I'm using my first rank magic spell. Oh, he's been stunned. Take that. Ow, my body. Okay, back up. Ow, my body. Heal, because we're being damaged by all of this nonsense. Pick one of these and just toss these guys out. Come on. If you would, please knock it off. Now we have to regain our abilities here. Ow. Yeah, avoiding those would have been good. Might as well heal up while we're at it. Toss you out. And grab you while we're here. Missed me. Oh, you're stunned. You can do a grappling hook strike when you have stunned your bosses. Which is pretty handy. Mind me, we're just gonna stand over here and throw fireballs at you for a while. Take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. And you've been dropped. Ow, my head. So that's the thing. That's the big problem with this game. That's my gripe with it. Because I like the actual bosses that we find, but they're so few and far between, and they're behind locked doors that you have to kill mages to get through, and the killing mages part is the least fun thing in this game. So there you go. There's my idea on it. Combat's tight enough when you're fighting enemies that are balanced for combat, but there are still some buggy type issues in this game. There's an unnamed hydromancer that summons an eyeball sometimes that never stops summoning it. And the eyes, if you know what they are, they give invulnerability to anything that bubble. This particular one will get bubbled inside of a tiny arena and is so freaking large that you will just forever be unable to hurt him. Also, one of the most overpowered items in the game, get yourself level 1 throwing daggers. I'll show you why. If I have the supplies for it, I'll show you why. So throwing daggers are fast. We all know this. They get tossed out real quickly, right? We'll grab these ones. They are by far like one of the best weapons you will get in this game. Level them up if you can. We need some blaze ash spear. Is that what that is? Can I split up some ash spear? This guy, by the way, is in front of the first boss you ever fight, sitting up above the door. If you don't save him, or if you don't go back and talk to him again, he doesn't come back to the camp, and he's very important because he improves the strength of your artifacts. So easy to miss, and someone who actually is very important. So we now have these daggers instead of the Rhyme Power Rod. These things throw real fast, and every time you hit, it does a significant amount of fire damage. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, it's probably like 20 damage from one dagger. What happens when you stack them, however, is that they continue to grow exponentially, now doing 14 damage a second, over and 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 over again. And they kill enemies even when they're wearing armor, or when they're, you know, blocking things, or when they're big. As long as they're not fire resistant, even if they are, they still take damage from it. They are the best weapon in this game. And they can be used against almost anything. So we'll go to Bulgaron. Guess we'll try to do a little bit of progression. We need to get the gimmick items in order to go from point A to point B in this game. I don't even remember where we were when we were playing last year, though, so you'll have to forgive me while I look around for a second. See you? One dagger there. Did that kill you? No? How about 2? 1.5 daggers kills you. Whereas, if I were to get in and fight them, it takes 3 strikes from a weapon that's been heavily upgraded to beat that guy. 1 fire dagger, or 2, well, 1.5 fire daggers, or 3 strikes from a heavily upgraded weapon. You tell me if that sounds right. But here we are. Here's one of the examples of this stupidness. Come here. Let me up. All right, right here. We have to devour 1 heart of a named mage to go through this door. The progression is locked behind fighting mages. Everything we want to do is locked behind fighting named mages. So we gotta go find ourselves one. These guys suck. 1, 2, 3. Ow, quit it. You're dead now. Big spiders, they come up out of nowhere, they have really fast attacks, they get on top of you. Any type of grabbing enemy, I think, is just bullshit. If this guy jumps on you, he grabs you, and you can't do anything about it. But you do that, and you're not a problem anymore. You don't have to dodge, you don't have to dive, you don't have to have any skill. You just take them out. Even these. You throw a couple on them, and then they go running. And then you can go to the next place they're going to run to. Then they go running again. Then you can go to the next place they're going to run to. You know, the way you do when you're fighting those guys. But now I have to remember where the name mages are that I have already killed, and where are ones that I have not yet. So, you know, fun stuff. And if I may, introduce you to the idea of what to do with your money. Because you get a decent amount of silver, and yet there's nothing of interest or value to buy. But wait, there is. Can't go across that one yet. Okay, so we haven't gotten the guy there. Alright, we can't go that direction. We'll have to figure out where we're at here. I think... yeah, we gotta go back underground. We'll do this real quick. Since we're now using daggers, the one thing that is kind of their downfall is the amount of ammo. Ammo you have to get. Irona ore is how you do the ammo thing. I don't want to deal with you. Go away. So we will come down here. We'll go back to town for a second. Grab a couple of valley herbs so that we can make sure we have enough hearthen flasks. Pop back to town. And as soon as you've unlocked the merchant, this individual over here to the left, this is where you will spend all of your money, in my opinion. Because you don't need the salt, you don't need the bags of money you can get from him. Not really. Equip that right here, please. We're gonna go through all of it, because it takes a long time. Go! Give me money. Pour money in my hand. Give me all that there money. I mean, as of yet, I haven't found any use for this except for this one. Go to you, and then, yeah, we'll go buy, and it'd be like, hey, buddy, you sell Irona ore. Now I can have lots of throwing daggers, and I can reload them while I'm on that dusty trail. That right there, that's what you spend your money on, right there. You could even buy some of the other stuff if you wanted to. Oh, and that bar directly beneath your salt and silver, that's your experience bar. Tells you when you've gotten enough to go up a level. Simple as that. Okay, so we gotta go back under the ground, I think in Bulgaron. Might be in the other place. So we're looking for, yeah, it's here. If you don't collect those all the time, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. There was a rather large enemy here, a large bad guy we were fighting. That's what it was. And I know that there's actually a, there is a save point, not over here. This place is huge, and I don't know what it's for. It's for you? Who are you? So many bones, so much darkness. The guiltless shard you gave me was helpful, but I fell in combat to a mage yet again. Perhaps you've heard of an aeromancer called Osiris. Held on for dear life, but the winds of Eoe tore me from that tree. I fell so far, I even heard the sound of my skull exploding on a rock. But I didn't die. The mage main right means I'll never die. I'll fall again and again and again. Sure, you can have another one. You're a friend of mine, why not? Thank you, and thank the gods. You know, you keep doing your thing, and eventually I'll probably have to fight you. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's just the way of life. So, we go down here. We gotta go fight the death guy that was causing us a heap and helping of trouble all the time. There is a save point over here. But it's kind of a pointless, quote-unquote, shortcut. There's a few of these. When we get inside of this temple, there's a door there. There's one directly beneath us. There's like 3 directly above us. And this area has nothing of interest. Other than, like, this one guy that was down there. Who isn't there anymore, because we talked to him once already. There's no reason to ever come back here. That's, unfortunately, game devs, that's poor design. Ow! We're bouncing off everything. No, you don't. You're just gonna... Ah! Those guys are really tough to fight. Stony boys. Big ol' stony boys. Forsaken Gulch. Here it is. So directly down here, over to the right, hello bats. Got ourselves some ore that can be turned into explosives, which kind of sucks unless you can find a way to increase your alchemy damage. I mean the actual is there another one of you there? The equipment that we have now, actually, I did do some upgrading on our jeweled fibula artifacts. So we have some poise damage against minions, melee reach. We got a better defense artifact here. We got a better utility artifact here, leveling them up. We got a chance of free ammunition when we toss it, although I don't tend to see it actually happening, but, you know, whatever. That could just be a lack of attention on my part. The one thing you really, really want in this game, if you can find it, is attack speed increases. If you hit faster than your enemies, you will stun them. They can't fight back. For most enemies. Some enemies are really big and burly and tough and strong and will, like, murder your soul. But, you know. So here we go. An actual boss, and one that is likely to kick my butt. But we can get this fight started early by just getting in there and throwing out some daggers. We don't want to get death blighted. Eat the daggers, eat the daggers, eat the daggers, eat the daggers. Ow. I am running low on juice, okay. Eat the daggers, eat the daggers. Ah, no! And when we get him down to just a little lower than this, he's going to start flinging a bunch of this death out at us all at the same time from the sensor that he's holding in his hand. And that will probably wreck us. Nope. Please stop it. We need to keep our stamina up. We need to avoid these. There they are. And that one right there, if that hits you all the way, you are toast. The worst kind of toast. Ow. There it is. And we've died. Yep, there it was. We got death blighted. I tried to dodge through it, but there's so many of those little things. And there's so much you have to dodge. Now, I don't think that this boss is necessarily unfair, but I do kind of hate death mechanics. Instant death mechanics suck. Okay, let's try again. But yes, every single weapon that's out there has a running slash or running attack, which will knock enemies back, will do damage real fast. Use it. And the PlayStation, you click in your thumbstick, and you just go. Nope. That was really bad of me. Yep. You can jump over those, so make sure we have our juice ready. Heal up just in case. Okay, come on. Toast him, toast him, toast him, toast him. And that's it. And we might be about to die, but nope. Okay. We beat the boss. We can go on to the next area. Look at that. So, like I said, the actual bosses in this game are fun. If we didn't have to sit there and go search out all of these, kill us 2 more name mages, the game would be good. The game would be good for what it is. A 2D, side-scrolling, Souls-like game. This part's a little, it's fine. There's another part that's later. There's another instant death guy. There's another part later inside of... dang it. Stop it. Another part later inside of the swamps. There's a name mage right down there. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Quit it, please. You... knock it off. Anyway, there's another part later when you're inside the swamps where there are these, there's these traps in there that are on a timer. It's like 1, 2, 3. So it swings once, twice, 3 times, and then stops very briefly. And there's a bunch of broken platforms you have to jump onto while it's there. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. Because they launch you backwards as soon as you touch the things. And if you make even the slightest mistake, you're basically dead. You have to run all the way back. It's a horrible design. Just freaking terrible. We got like 1 level up. I don't care. We can hold on to it for now, since we're still running about. Swipe. Ow, my body. This is actually a little bit of a strong guy, but he blocks, and then we just hit him with a couple of daggers, and he dies. Best weapon in the game. There's another named mage. There's the 2 named mages we need. Meaning we are going to have to chase them all over the damn place in order to get this thing done. There's doors we need to get into in order to find some stuff. All you have to do is find the name mage thing and like click on it once. And as soon as you have it, you can actually take the quest from your base when you're ready to actually use it. I should probably go down and take the one from down below too, but whatever. Ah, I missed. Ah, shucks. Jump over here, jump over here, jump over here, jump over here. Ah, I did it to myself. I thought that trap was going to trigger, and I don't know where the pressure plates are for them yet. Having a hard time seeing like where it is that causes them to trigger. That wasn't it. It's right there, wherever that was. I don't... I didn't see where it was. Ow! Right, misgauged that. Being launched sucks in this game too. You get launched by everything. Enemy spells, traps, enemy attacks. Like, it's like you're made out of paper. Or a rubber ball, maybe? Maybe that's a better one for it. There's another spot to save. We'll continue onward and upward, ever trying to reach the top where we can face the next actual boss. Ow, my body. Joke's on me, though. I'm not certain I can actually fight that boss until I've gotten more mages killed. Ow. There you go. You're dead. That actually does more damage, too, than my fire spells do. So, whatever. Who needs to be a mage, right? Another door open. This one lets us go back out to the starting area. So when we load in, we'll have a shortcut here. Jump. Door open. Now we're up here on this one, and as soon as we get a mage, we'll be able to go up through there and into that area where we get to go fight the next boss up there. Alright, we can't fight the next boss yet. We have to go kill mages. At least they're a different type than before. We now have the filthy key though. So, if we really wanted to, we could now go straight to the mire. Corvus Mire, which is also like blocked behind a whole bunch of mage doors. So, you know, it's delightful. So I'll run back through here. This isn't where the filthy key goes, is it? It is. Alright, well, cool. Can't get over there yet. We gotta go around. We got ourselves a chain whip, if whips were any good. But the game dev didn't decide to make them have any cool attacks. There's you. Ow, that hurts. These guys always hurt. But you know what? Hit him with a couple of these, and you don't have to fight him. Look at that. Seriously. I'm gonna say it again. Best weapon in the game. Ow! Okay, yeah, I forgot that was there. But then again, I forget every trap is where it is. So, when is that different for me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's nice that we don't have to unlock the wall jump. Although that doesn't, you know, sound like a regular Metroidvania to me. Usually you have to unlock everything unless it's a sequel. Something where your character is already grown in strength, and usually they have the trope where they lose all their strength and they have to start over from the beginning all over again and blah 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 blah. But whatever. Here you are. Give me your runes, buddy. Friendly face. Member of the Inquisitor. I have a rune you don't have. Here you go. Take it. Why, thank you, sir. Now we can go to Corvus's Mire. I thought you were a bad guy. You are not. Here's a door that leads us right back up here. Well, yeah. That's been that. So now we gotta fight mages, but I guess I might as well go spend our experience first. We could drop over to Corvus Mire just to see what it's like. I bet you can't guess what it is and how close it looks like another place in this universe. Okay, we'll grab this just so we have the Irona ore. $900, we could use it, but I'm too lazy right now. We will go ahead and level up. Gaining a couple more points here. Got ourselves a black star stone or whatever, star stone. I have gone quite down the tree for armors. Could get a little bit more for more equipment load, but what if I want just more damage? More damage. There's some. There's some. Resolve would be nice for extra focus. We can cast more spells, but who really cares when you have these powerful daggers that do all of your fire damage for you? Oh yeah. If you weren't aware, this guy here, you can go in and purge artifacts, get rid of the old stuff that you don't need or something that doesn't seem to have any benefits on it. They create memories, 3 different tiers. Each one of those tiers can be used to bolster your own artifacts and increase their level. When you do this, it will replace what you currently have with re-rolled stuff. Now it goes from 6.6 range damage to also 6.6, 12.6 chance of free ammunition. Silver Fine goes up in runic art damage. That's actually good for us because we are a runic arts major. We don't really need melee damage because we're not really using it. But this requires legendary memories. We could get some. We can get 1, I think. Yeah, because we can go like that. And now we have a legendary memory. Okay, not done. Nope, stop, bolster artifacts. There we go, thank you. We will use it on this one because I don't need most of the stats that are on that. And I'm hoping for, there's 7.5% damage against mages. That could be helpful. Bonus damage against minions and undead. And 4.7 melee damage in general. So that's how you do that. You can split your Pyre Stone there if you have, double or triple Pyre Stones. If you're low on ammunition and stuff, you can literally talk to her to get yours restored. Okay, now that we're here... What, you won't let me use it? I gotta talk to you first? Blah, blah, blah. You gotta go talk to some people before I'll let you go anywhere. Right. We have been called into the tent. Not your tent. What do you have to buy? You're a Dawnlight cooperator. You can get Dawnlight shard things. This is how you get some of the higher level weapons in the game, is by taking part in the multiplayer sections of it, which kind of sucks for someone who doesn't like to play multiplayer. But whatever. I think that cat's going to be the final boss. So we can go in here now. And this guy goes, glad we can meet face to face. If you haven't heard, King Elnor is not well. This individual is saying that mages have made him cursed and not great. And if you see him, he doesn't look so hot. Bask in my light. He looks like he's mage-righted, like we are, after you've died. So, I'm sure that bodes well. So we'll come down here. We can go to Corvus Mire. I'm not sure we can really do anything here, but we can come down here. And it's a poison swamp. Congratulations. You didn't guess that one at all, I'm sure. The enemies here are like weak when it comes to killing them, but they'll do enough damage to take you out in a hit or two. If you get hit by the big ones anyway. Little ones are still fodder. So we go in this way. And then we got these new traps and mushrooms to deal with. These mushrooms will poison you. It's wonderful. Then we can just come over here and save in this spot. Got a couple of new types of enemies that we can fight. My knees. Hi, new enemy with your poison bombs and your fire bombs. It's like an alchemist. New type of ore. Disman ore. Come down here and grab this item that I never fall for that trap to get. Some Twin Moss Spear 3. And we got one of you. Don't you mind me. Oh, you're dead. Look at that. Oh, that was so hard. So very hard. Ah. Well, we can't go this way. So that's going to require another mage. Excuse me. Being murdered by bats here. There's some of you. I don't want to be poisoned. Thank you very much. Guess I could use my magic. I am a mage after all, but wait, don't let the Inquisition know I'm a mage. They'll send me after myself to eat myself. Hello, weird hat guy. Can't get up there yet because we don't have that thing, but dang it, I'm out of juice. So this right here, Circle of Stones, is something we'll get. It makes platforms appear. We don't have it yet, but it is what we're looking for in this area. As soon as we get through that door that requires us to kill a named mage, So far we're looking at 3 named mages we have to kill to make any sort of progress into any of the next areas. And some of the areas don't actually have anything of importance in them. Like there was, importance being a Eye of the Beholder type thing, though. There's an area where one named mage is needed to kill at the beginning of the game, in the very first place you go to, that if you go inside of there, there's just a silver knight in there. If you kill that silver knight, you get... I'm poisoned. You will get a black sunstone, so you can take away a point somewhere and reallocate it on your level up tree. I'm like, okay, I guess. Kind of helpful if you make mistakes, don't know where you're going. From a perspective of someone who just started playing this game too, that tree is kind of a daunting task. It feels like you never quite know where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. When it comes to those. You play around a little bit, but there really kind of is some optimal choices. Ultimately, you'll have enough points to do quite a bit of things, but still. Alright, well, I guess we'll go hunt down a named mage so we can go through a door. Excuse me. He's upstairs. Okay. Well, let's restock. Resupply. Stick a needle in our eye. That's our running slash. With this blade, it's like one of the best charging attacks in the game. It's 2 quick hits. Yeah, spikes. It's 2 quick hits, and they have a lot of poise damage. So, I'm quite happy with it. Hello, Fungal Mancer. Fungus Mancers are weak to fire, so that should work pretty well. Both of your little pets have died. The game really wants you also to focus on killing the ads that are summoned in by these mages, because that's where you get a lot of your supplies for the weapon upgrades you're looking at. I can see what the dev was going for with it. It just feels so poorly executed. And it makes me sad. Makes me the saddest boy. I'm a little sad boy with some fire. There you go. You're all dead. Goodbye, good night. Please stop that. Hello, giant ugly thing. You're dead. You're dead. I just left there and I'm throwing daggers at nothing. So, it's my opinion that this game just missed the mark on a few things. I'm not sure if I'm going to play any more of it on stream. So, unless people are truly interested in watching more of it, like, leave a comment. If you want to see more of it, let me know. Because otherwise, I don't know if I have a whole hell of a lot of energy left to just devote to this game if nobody's going to enjoy watching it. I've played a lot of it on my own time, trying to decide whether or not it's good enough to keep going with. And while I might still beat the game and maybe try to do like an in-depth, detailed accounting of what it is and that kind of thing, I don't know. There's 2 of you down here. Well, that's good. If you can get out of here, please. Thank you. I'm busy fighting someone else. That's another thing that's a little bit strange. And it's not that I mind it too much. Like, sure, you sent some other guys at me. They're weak to fire, though. I mean, there you go. This also wasn't as high a level as that cryomancers I was fighting before. Every level for them is like 6 levels or 10 levels for you, something like that almost. So you're dead, and we can talk to you. There's no reason to talk to you though, but I could. Look what you've done. This is all your fault. 3 things don't mean anything. Blah 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 blah. Bye bye. But yeah, if you want to see more, please let me know. If you don't care, don't say anything at all, or say, I don't care, this game is garbage, or give me your opinions of it if you've played it. Let me know. I'm disappointed because I played the hell out of Salt and Sanctuary and I enjoyed it a lot. Ah, come on. Where's that jump? Wearing the latest armor I could get, and I can't make that little leap. Oh, this isn't the right spot. Right, I gotta go up here. Excuse me. Ow, my butt. Not that way. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you very much for popping in and watching. Hope you've enjoyed yourself, or at least enjoyed my conversation about what this game is. This has been Salt and Sacrifice, and I've fallen! And I've fallen again! And we have barely scratched enough experience to go up a level after killing that named mage, by the way, so... I will see you next time here on the Lot Even Star channel. Probably be coming back with some more last spell here soon when I get the time and the gumption to do it. So, yeah. Bye-bye!